number 2 for the week. Came back to Oakshade again. Track is decent. I mean, it's about as expected. Not really too dry, a little bit more grip than last week. Beautiful night though, so that helps. Just got done with qualifying. We qualified first fastest in our group, so we'll start on the pole here, which is pretty sweet. Third fastest overall tonight. So made some changes to the car today, and they seem to be going in the right direction. I think I felt pretty damn good there in qualifying. So hopefully we can win this heat, get ourselves in a redraw spot, and start this night off right.
Up there, YouTube. We learned something last night, last week here, and we took what we learned last night and applied it to what we learned last week, and it seems to be working so far. So keep on, hopefully going in the right direction here.
Suppose we'll see what happens.
All right, here we go. Come on, BJ.
I'd sit if this started going. Picture stinking Rusty's ass.
BJ Gregory leading them slowly through turn 3 and 4.
Probably the second best finish we've had in a heat race all year, so not too bad. Rusty won the thing. He got out front early. Track is pretty fast right now, actually, for Oakshade, but it's pretty rough and treacherous. So the more I tried not to make a mistake, the more I made mistakes. I don't know, when you run the way we ran all year, you get running well in a heat race. You just don't want to mess it up. So live and learn. We're getting better. Car's pretty good right now. Track's pretty decent right now. A little bit rough, but pretty good overall. Tear this thing apart, go through it for the feature. Hopefully we start up front and can finish up front.
Come on, BJ.
17-time track champion. Rusty Schlink, the 91 car, I'm sure most of you have heard of him, drove us pretty dirty there. So we're gonna go have a conversation with him when he gets back. But we got passed by a bunch of cars when that happened, and then it's just survival from there. I think we ended up 80th. So all in all, you know, decent night, but not how we wanted to end up. Getting tired of getting drove through by fucking people. So we'll load it up and see what happens after this conversation. All right, we wanted to do a little bit of a wrap-up video for this week because it was an eventful weekend, an eventful night last night. Nobody's still really clear on exactly what happened on the track. I've seen a video that's not definitive. I don't know how definitive our video is going to be, but whatever, it is what it is. The second brawl of the night, there was some clarification put around what happened, what the original conversation was going to be. And as you can see, yeah, my eye is black. I did get hit in the face. The whole intent of going over there to have a conversation was to do just that. We've been racing for 25-ish years now, and I've never been in a fight at the track. Had some altercations, some close instances, but never been in a fight. So certainly I wasn't going over there to start a fist fight with anybody. I think we're all adults and we all understand that there's consequences to that. Somebody's gonna get hurt, knocked out, go to jail, something, you know? You don't have a fist fight without any consequence. So that's certainly not my intention. I walked over there, obviously pissed off. I was taught as a child to walk with purpose, and that's what I did. Got to the front of his car, he got out, and it seemed that he was ready to fight almost immediately. Got in my face, and I don't do that. If we're gonna talk like men, we're not gonna talk touching chest. That's stupid. So I moved him out of the way, and somebody jumped in the middle, and he swung around that person and caught me off guard. That's how I took a right to the face. So never did get an opportunity to swing back. I'm not gonna just start swinging in a crowd of people. That doesn't make sense. So some more shit popped off, and then we walked away, and then there was a second altercation, and that was what I tried to keep asking him the whole time. He's claiming that he got drove up into me. Maybe that happened, maybe that didn't. I don't know. But if I was in a situation where somebody was pissed off at me, and what really happened is I got drove into and pushed into that person, I would just simply express that that's what happened. You know, I certainly wouldn't be trying to fist fight people or bump chests with anybody. That's silly. So anyhow, second altercation happened. Finally, the cops got over there. Everything got all broken up, and everybody loaded their shit up and went home. So, unfortunate. That's you're gonna have that kind of stuff in dirt track racing and any kind of racing and any kind of sport. I mean, emotions are high, tempers are flaring. With a lot of time and money, and everybody's passionate about this. So, you do this for as long as we've done it, and it's just a matter of time before something like that happens. It's not what we like to do. We don't like to represent our sponsors or our fans that way. It's not classy, right? But it does happen. So needless to say, everybody's fine. Nobody got hurt. Nobody went to jail. Everybody walked away to you know, race another weekend. With all that, the car was pretty good in the feature. We did end up finishing 8th. We got right at the line. We were running 7th. Just lap traffic and rough ruts, and you know, I mean, it just, we were lucky to finish that thing. I mean, it was hard on the car and hard on everything. So, but that's all right. I mean, it was a reasonably fun track. It wasn't so rough that it was undrivable, but it definitely had some character to it. So it was a pretty good night overall, pretty good weekend overall. We struggled a little bit in the feature at Attica, and then just circumstances slid us back in the feature at Oakshade. But you know, we qualified well both nights. We heat raced well both nights, and we're fine. I feel like we're finally starting to make some progress on this car and where we need it to be. So we got some damage to fix. Nothing too bad, but you know, I think we're just sick of fixing damage this year, to be quite honest with you. You know, So yeah, I mean, like I said, these kind of things happen. This is all par for the course, which this is not golf, so it's just part of the sport, I suppose. But we'll get it all washed up and cleaned up and beat some more panels back out and try it again next weekend. Where we're going, I'm not really sure. We've kicked around going down to Atomic, might just go back to Oakshade and Attica, not really sure. So just happy that seems like we're finally getting the car heading in the right direction. So one of these nights we just need to capitalize on, put a whole night together and capitalize on it. So we'll see you next week.